There is a profound, almost mystical energy that awakens precisely at 3 a.m., a hidden current that many have intuitively tapped into for centuries, transforming desperation into breakthrough, and silence into profound revelation. This isn't just about prayer, it's about connecting to a specific spiritual frequency that, for reasons we'll unravel, seems uniquely open and receptive during those silent, pre-dawn hours. Think about it: the world is quiet, most are asleep, and the relentless hum of daily life has faded. It's in this profound stillness that the veil between the ordinary and the extraordinary thins, offering an unparalleled opportunity for spiritual communion. It's a time whispered about in ancient texts, practiced by prophets, and rediscovered by countless seekers today, who find their most impactful moments of clarity and connection not in the light of day, but in the deep, unwavering hush of early morning. Why does this hour hold such a unique power? And what happens when you intentionally step into that sacred space? The very idea of rising at 3 a.m. might initially feel daunting, perhaps even a little extreme, but those who commit to it consistently describe an experience far richer than simply an early start. Consider Sarah, a young mother wrestling with immense anxiety about her child's health. For months, she'd felt a suffocating weight, her prayers during the day often fragmented, lost in the noise of doctor's appointments and endless worries. Then, she stumbled upon the whispers of 3 a.m. prayer. The first few nights, it was a struggle to pull herself from bed, her mind fuzzy with sleep. But one night, as the digital clock glowed 3:07, she finally knelt, not with specific requests, but just with her raw, aching heart. And in that quiet, a sense of peace, so tangible it felt like a warm embrace, settled over her. It didn't erase the problem, but it utterly transformed her capacity to face it. This experience, echoed across countless lives, suggests that 3 a.m. isn't just an hour on the clock. It's a spiritual gateway. Psychologically, at this time, our logical, analytical mind is still mostly dormant. We're closer to our subconscious, to our core being, less encumbered by the day's distractions and critical self-talk. This isn't just spiritual dogma. It aligns with what we understand about brainwave states, where the mind is more open to intuition and deeper connection before the beta waves of waking consciousness take over. It's a liminal space where boundaries blur, and the heart's true cry can be heard, unaided. But it's not merely the absence of distraction that makes this hour potent. There's also an element of discipline, a willingness to sacrifice comfort, that imbues the act of rising with profound intention. When you choose to step out of the warmth of your bed into the cool, silent air, you're making a statement, a declaration to the universe, that your spiritual yearning outweighs your desire for sleep. This act of conscious sacrifice amplifies the sincerity of your prayer, signaling a deeper commitment. It's a silent offering, a testament to what truly matters. Is it a coincidence that many spiritual traditions across the globe, from ancient Judaism and Islam to various Christian denominations, and even certain Eastern practices, all contain echoes of pre-dawn spiritual practices? They might call it different names, vigil, tahajjud, matins, but the underlying principle remains remarkably consistent. The hours before dawn hold a special sanctity, a unique accessibility to the divine. It's as if humanity, across cultures and centuries, has independently discovered this secret window of opportunity, an unspoken agreement on the sacred geometry of time. This isn't about legalism or a rigid set of rules. It's about recognizing a profound rhythm. Think of the earth itself, slowly turning, preparing for the sun's return. There's a natural recalibration happening, a universal pulse that resonates deeply with our own inner world. When you pray at 3 a.m., you're not just praying in time. You're praying das with time, aligning your spirit with this ancient, cosmic rhythm. You become part of something much larger, a collective chorus of souls seeking connection in the quietest part of the night. So, what exactly should one pray for at this hour? The beauty of 3 a.m. prayer is its expansiveness. It's not limited to urgent petitions, though those are certainly welcome. Many find it's the perfect time for profound intercession, lifting up others who are suffering, knowing that their silent pleas carry an unusual weight in the stillness. Others use it for deep thanksgiving, recounting blessings when the world's demands aren't clamoring for attention. And crucially, it's an hour for self-reflection, for seeking guidance, for laying bare the deepest corners of your heart, asking questions you might be too afraid to voice in the light of day. Imagine the story of David, a driven executive plagued by a relentless feeling of unworthiness. His life looked successful on the outside, but inside, he was constantly battling a sense of fraudulence. He'd tried therapy, meditation, even other forms of prayer, but the quiet demon persisted. It was only when a friend suggested the 3 a.m. hour that something shifted. He didn't go with a list of requests, he just sat in the dark, allowing the raw emotion of his unworthiness to surface. Night after night, he wrestled with it, and gradually, in that consistent, vulnerable silence, a new truth began to emerge, not that he was worthy because of his achievements, but worthy simply because he existed. The profound self-acceptance he found in those solitary hours utterly transformed his relationship with himself and others. This kind of transformation speaks to the intense, spiritual combat that can occur and be won in the early hours. Sometimes, the resistance to waking up isn't just physical tiredness. It's a spiritual inertia, a subtle force trying to keep you from that potent connection. Overcoming that initial urge to stay under the covers becomes a small victory, a declaration of intent that sets the stage for the deeper work that follows. It's a battle fought in silence, but with profound echoes in your waking life. And what about the practicalities? Do you need a special prayer mat, a specific set of verses, or a ritual? Not at all. The power isn't in the external trappings, it's in the internal disposition. Some simply sit in stillness, listening. Others journal their thoughts and prayers, finding clarity in the written word. Many use the time for scriptural reflection, finding that verses read in the quiet of the pre-dawn hours resonate with a depth rarely experienced during the day. The key is consistency, an unwavering commitment to show up, even when you feel nothing, especially when you feel nothing. Because often, it's in those barren moments that the deepest roots are formed. The impact of this practice extends far beyond the individual. There's a beautiful concept, seen in various spiritual traditions, of prayer creating a ripple effect. When one person steps into that sacred space at 3 a.m., bringing their intentions, their gratitude, their intercessions, they are not just changing their own spiritual landscape. They are contributing to a larger energetic shift. They become a conduit, a tiny light adding to a network of pre-dawn petitioners, collectively weaving a tapestry of hope and healing over the sleeping world. It's a profound sense of interconnectedness, a silent solidarity with all who seek, whether you know them or not. What about those moments when you wake spontaneously at 3 a.m., not by alarm, but by an inner prompting? Many report these occurrences, feeling an undeniable urge to pray, to reflect, to simply be present. These can often be significant spiritual invitations, moments where the divine is actively reaching out, asking for your attention. To dismiss them as mere insomnia is to potentially miss a profound opportunity for deeper connection and guidance. Learning to tune into these subtle promptings is part of the journey, recognizing that the universe itself might be calling you to that sacred hour. The modern world, with its incessant demands and constant connectivity, makes such dedicated stillness a rare commodity. We are always on, bombarded by notifications, information, and distractions. This makes the 3 a.m. hour not just a spiritual practice, but a radical act of rebellion against the noise, a deliberate carving out of sacred space in a world that resists it. It's an opportunity to recalibrate, to ground yourself in something eternal before the chaotic energies of the day begin to stir. It allows you to face the day not from a place of reaction, but from a place of centeredness and peace. This isn't about striving for perfection or adhering to a rigid formula. It's about cultivating a relationship a profound and personal dialogue that thrives in the quiet intimacy of the pre-dawn. It's about understanding that some conversations are best held when the world is asleep, when there are no witnesses but the stars and no distractions but the beating of your own heart. It's about discovering that the deepest wells of wisdom and comfort often reside in the least expected places, at the most unexpected times. The power of praying at 3 a.m. isn't a secret code or an exclusive club. It's an invitation extended to anyone willing to step into the stillness, to embrace the quiet challenge, and to discover what lies beyond the veil of sleep. It promises not just answers, but a transformation of the seeker themselves, a deepening of faith, a strengthening of resolve, and an unshakable peace that can anchor you through any storm the waking world might bring. It's an opportunity to truly see, truly hear, and truly connect, not just with the divine, but with the deepest, truest part of yourself. This hour, often perceived as inconvenient, is in fact a profound blessing, a silent sanctuary awaiting your presence. Will you answer the call when the world is still? Will you venture into the quiet depths and discover the extraordinary power that lies hidden in the hush of 3 a.m.? The transformation is waiting for you in the stillness.